Mm.
Shalom, y'all. He lives like South Oklahoma. Once then I heard Papa South downfall back on the great. First he first at the east, he got first story two. Yahweh, Yahshua, 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 Yahshua. Better real time spent as a deposit, the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom to sister brothers like the truth. Shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying show themselves approved. Shalom. Gonna talk to today. Hey, that crowd prophecy is starting to come to a head, starting to bubble up. What we're talking about? We're talking about the MOTB. Esau is running behind schedule. You know, he's being rushed, and they're talking about doing another lockdown, like a climate/medical lockdown. And with that, you know, the spirit, we feel like they're going to go ahead and roll it on out quicker than what everybody been talking about. They already been talking about Elon Musk said he got human trials going in 6 months, will be June. I think he's gonna bump that up. And plus, he's behind. They already got other companies like Sigma, BlackRock. They already got theirs ready to roll out and ready to go. So they're about to roll this thing out real soon. Plus, they're crashing the global economy. So you can see like the fiat dollar system about to crash. China and Saudi Arabia just struck a deal on that oil. So they cut the U.S. out the petrodollar. The U.S. runs off of oil and gas, which they call it like the petrodollar. So with China now striking that deal, and they already been doing a deal with Russia. So the U.S. economy is guaranteed to crash. It's guaranteed now. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. And then you got to look at China. They're doing a lockdown. So their economy is crashing as well. So you can tell this is a global system. The whole global, Europe's economy is already crashed. They just ain't talking about it. European Union, they're finished based on that Russia-Ukraine war. So when you look at Europe, China, and Babylon Great America, with those three economies crash, everybody else is going to follow suit. So they're going to say, oh, we got the solution. We're going to go into, the new currency, which is going to be digital, CBDC. Also, in Nigeria, they're already running the pilot program in Nigeria, man. They clocking them at what? $45 a day. That's all the cash they can pull out. So this is going down in Africa as well. So you can see that it's all coming to a head. And it's going to roll to that device. 45. They limit them. They just pull out $45 a day off the ATM.
Kind of like go back to the old days. They had Jason Yashirana working for 25 cents. That's all they could. I mean, so imagine that when they got $45 a day, and the loaf of bread is $20, and what? And definitely you get to work, it's probably another $20. That ain't nothing. So basically, they created a natural struggle by doing that. Okay, so if you can only get $45 of your money out of the ATM, imagine how bad it's gonna really get. So meaning that everybody's not gonna be able to get everything the necessity for them to live day-to-day life. So this is what the devil's getting ready to create. Okay.
All right. Like you say, and then what they're doing is they're forcing them to get into the MOTB system. That's what it is, a hard force right there. That's why I say he calls them off, which I'm about to pull real quick. That's Revelation 13:16. Like, all these other camps, these little sellout camps talking about it ain't that, man, they compromise, man. They're setting you up to take that. And then they're making it where you're not girded up and 100% true. So when it hits, you in a panic mode. So like Esau, he gonna try to like jump on you like a snake. So it's gonna come all at once. And like if you're not built up, you're gonna stick your hand out or stick your head out, and you're gonna get clipped up with the device because you wasn't properly edified and versed on what's going on. And like that's what Esau's banking on, is you being ignorant. It's kind of like the same way they did that last scenario, man. They want you to not know, put you in a room, put that pressure on you, like, man, you want to keep your house, you want to keep your car, keep your family, your old lady, hey, you better take this or you ain't no man. You got to take care of your little ones. So I advise you to take this and you know, you'll be okay. Esau, man, and this thing is coming quicker. Our salvation is coming sooner than what we believe. But this thing is coming quick, man. Like, I mean, real, it's gonna be coming in like light speed. And so we out here to tell Yashara, like, hey, Apostle has been talking about it for years, 40 plus years. It's here now. So don't believe nobody talking about, you know, it ain't here, it ain't that. And man, I think I just can't tell you to take it. They gonna tell you to take it. They gonna tell your congregation to take that thing.
Ain't no difference. Like Bishop Bates, he told him to take. He told his congregation to go get that inoculation.
I already told you to take it. They said, hey, man, the Lord don't tell us to get a chicken. He wants you to eat, right? He wants you to eat. Yeah. But then the other stuff, right.
That's what he said.
And okay, I'm gonna start out with this right here. This Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, but the number of a man, get that, number of a man, and his number is 636. So this has been ushered in by a man. What man? Esau eating the Edomites, man, the so-called white man. This is his system he's ushering in. And he's doing it in an effort to make you not acceptable to Yahweh Shah. They said this thing gonna come in and says it's gonna stop you from buying or selling. They started that with that scenario they did 2 years ago. You know, if you ain't got a face mask, you can't get in the building. If you ain't got this, you can't even work. So that was the form that was stopping you from buying or selling based on, a thing. That was a test run. Then they're gonna go in, they're gonna go full power in this next thing they do. Vice rolling out. Look up Elon Musk scroll link. If you think we just come up with some crazy conspiracy stuff, like no, this is a real thing. This little science fiction stuff is a reality. They're gonna roll it out. And he's behind, like I said earlier. They got other companies that's ahead of the game. And they're gonna roll that, and this is like the scripture says that he calls them all. How is he gonna cause you and force you to do it? By taking away and say, hey man, paper cash is obsolete. You don't take that no more. Dollars, man, dealing with that. They're gonna call it what? The Fed coin. Klaus Schwab said they're gonna roll with the XRP, the Ripple coin. We'll see if that's it, but it's gonna be a crypto. And it's gonna be like everybody's gonna be on the same thing. China, Russia, Europe, America, everybody gonna use the same thing. It's gonna be a one world system. So it's gonna be a one world currency, and you're gonna have to activate. It's gonna be all on the system, all in a network. That way they can monitor, because these devils want to be like God. So they want to see every move you make. They want to GPS you. They want to know your vital signs, and they want to know everywhere you spend, your cash. And see, this gives the devil more control. To say with a system like that, say you want to go purchase you a gun, they can be like, with your credit, you can't purchase no gun. We're not doing that, And they might delete your whole funds, empty out your whole account because you try to do something they didn't like. Or say, if you like what we're doing now, speaking out against Esau and the government, they'll go ahead and just delete your whole funds for the month and then punish you and say, because you said this, no funds for you, and probably try to starve you out. This thing gonna go like a social credit score. They're gonna be like, you a model citizen, then we'll give you some credits. If you don't, you speak out, or you doing something we don't like, we'll just take all your credits away. No credits for this month. And see, it ain't like you go to the ATM machine, draw your money out, and they can't get it. With a total digital system, you are totally under the rule of Esau Edom. It's a complete control. All the way complete. I'm gonna pull this out too. Get back to it. I want to read the penalty of taking. But that's big too. And they don't tell you about that. And that's the whole point of him doing this, because they know Yahweh Shah is real. And they want to cut off our connection to him. They want to make it to where we're not acceptable to him. So check it out. This is Revelation chapter 14 and 9. And the third angel fell saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive the mark in his forehead and his hand, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So basically, you take that device, man, that you know, the MOTV system, man, you gonna eat a missile. You know, see, a lot of these sellout jakes gonna think they ain't good company. Like, I got my device, I got my credits, you know, I'm good. You know, but what that scripture just saying right there, like, when y'all was trying to get ready to fire off those nuclear missiles, you're not getting on no chair with that device in your body, man. That shows you took the mark. You know, you took the device. You took what Esau, you know, prescribed. And what did scripture say? You're gonna suffer the wrath of Yahweh without mixture. You know, he hates you now because you bowed down to Esau. That's what that's really all about. You know, Esau ain't gonna present it like that. He gonna present it like a miracle, like you're blind, I can make you see again. If you can't walk, you know, I can make you walk again, kind of like that movie Upgrade, but still. So he gonna pull out them wondrous miracles. You know, everybody gonna go for it. They be like, oh, I can see again. Oh, this thing is great, man. I can get in my house. I can get to work. All my money is on it. I ain't got to worry about nothing. All I got to do is just flash my hand or get my head scanned, and I'm good to go. You know, they're going to make it very convenient, easy. They already running commercials. The Netherlands run a commercial of for the children. You know, so this thing is going down. They better roll out real soon. Why? Because they're behind the clock. You know, this devil is getting rushed. You know, I was thinking maybe we had another year or two, but now I'm looking like, man, they might roll this thing out at the beginning of their new year. The way it's looking, because they already they got the new lockdown rules in place. You know, who done took over? The World Health Organization. When they signed it, when they get ready to go for these new lockdowns, man, that's gonna be it, man. They're gonna snatch people up. Camps gonna get implemented, and that's when they're gonna that's when the temptation gonna come in. They're gonna tempt everybody. Like, you know, if you want to stay in this system, you're gonna have to comply and do this. If not, you know, we're gonna do away with you. They're gonna say, what? We're overpopulated. You know, that's this whole the scenario that was running right now. He want to run population control. You know, he wants to if you comply, you know, get the device in your body, then he's gonna say, okay, you can make it. But see, you ain't gonna really make it, because now you the cross earth, how about she was shot. And like I'll say, forget this devil, man. I don't want no smoke for my power. You know, you don't want to get burnt alive with some radioactive fire, man. You know, your eyes and your tongue dissolve while you're standing. That's a bad way to go, man. So, hey, throw the middle finger up to this devil, man. It's time for us to resist and fight now. Build your strength now. That way, when the fight comes, it's coming soon. So you better get the training. When the fight comes, you can resist the wiles of the devil. You know?
But it's this is Revelation 16:1. This is most likely what you're gonna see before those nuclear missiles come, for those who actually get that device. The Revelation 16:1, and he says, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your way and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vials upon the earth, and there fell a gruesome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast upon them which worship his image. Okay, and that's what and that's another thing. That's another penalty for getting this mark as well too. So you're going to see a grievous sword that ain't gonna be able to be healed. Okay, you probably gonna see pus. You're gonna see pus on people's heads, and they really gonna be looking like zombie men. Okay, but you know, you look at them zombies, they got something on their head right there, and then they got something on their hand, and it makes their skin look bad. So that's that gruesome and gruesome sword that's gonna be that penalty for getting that device too. I just wanted to point that out as well too. So, you know, it's a lot of penalty for getting that MOTB, and that's why we out here to tell you to resist the devil and do not get it. Okay, lean on you how about you was shot.
I got a quick insight. Just like the brother was talking about, hey man, Esau got a God complex. He thinks he is God. And he don't present these so-called scientific miracles like they are miracles, and they're not miracles. They're just divinations that the Lord gave him. But it's ultimately to throw away how Hashem Yahshua so we can believe in him instead of believing in our power is going to come to save us. And this is 2 Thessalonians 2:4. It says, who exalted himself and who Salaki, he said, who who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that he worship, so that he is God, sitteth in the throne, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And that's Esau equal to a T, man. He's sitting in the temple, like trying to sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is, but he's not. Hey, everything he got came from Yahweh Bashem Yahshua to put people in the trick bag, put them in a stumbling block. But that stuff is going to get done away with pretty soon, man. And if you fall for it, hey, man, hey, just like the brother said, you putting yourself in the crosshair of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua.
That's back to I had too. And that's the fact to build up even further, man, because that's where they get their ideas from. And first you got to think about that law that said, "Thou shalt not worship no other god, because I am a jealous power." Okay, so if you get that device, then you're worshiping another god. That is idol worship. So that means that's going to make the Heavenly Father even more angry. And I got another scripture that's in the law where these devils get their ideas from, which is further proof that these devils know who the people are. Okay, so I'm gonna just read straight to the point. This is the law of servitude. Okay, so Exodus 21:6. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and start from the top. All right. Exodus 21:1, it says, "Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing." Okay, so that is the true law that the Heavenly Father set for actual true servitude. But you notice that these devils, they own jail system. They always want to keep us in servitude because they know that they profit off of us being in servitude. Okay, that's why they got the prison system. All right, that's why they got the monetary system where we go to work and we work paycheck to paycheck, but we don't have enough to actually get out on our own. We constantly have to depend on the government. And who runs the government is Esau Edom. Okay, now verse 3, and it says, "If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master would have given him a wife, and she was born him a son or a daughter, the wife and her children shall be her master, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free." Okay, so this is basically the servant is given somewhat of a will to decide whether he wants to stay or go. All right, and verse 6 is the point. "Then the master shall bring him unto the judge." Okay, who's the judge? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Ultimately, the judge that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua set up would be somebody like the prophet of Moses of the old days, and so on and so forth. Okay, and he said, "He shall go out and bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through within all, and he shall serve him forever." Okay, and this is where they get that idea from. But they're not trying to go to the judges, just like that's why we brought out their precept, because they think they are God. Okay, so if they think they're the God, then they ain't got to report to nobody just to get a servant that's going to serve them forever. Okay, so that's where they get their idea from with the digital owl right here.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, that's the only law this devil want to keep.
Yep.
The law where you stay a servant forever. If you just seen with the Octus read right there, how we did a servitude, you supposed to serve 6 years and 7, you let him go. Esau didn't do that with us. That's why he broke that law. When you read the word, understand the word, ate the whole road. This devil break every law in the book. The only law he want to keep is the one Octus read right there. Keep you a forever slave. And he gonna put a technological spin on it. That's why we call it a digital arm. So they gonna be just no regular thing. He want to put a device in your body. That GPS is you. That read your vital signs. And like the preacher I read earlier, he thinks he's God. He want to be God. He trying to intercept. That's why they splicing DNA. They trying to control the birth. Who live and die. Like these devils got a God complex.
The arc system trying to control the weather.
God,
I got a quick one on this in Isaiah 14 and 13. It says, "For thou," this is going to Esau trying to be God. It says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit as upon the mount on the congregation in the sides of the north, I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And that's Esau Edom to a T.
Yeah, you see, that shows them wanting to have that God complex. Like, you talk to Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Bossy, he meets little rich Edomites, they'll tell you I'm God, especially the Amalekites. He's like, I've been running this show for the past 1,000 years. I'm God, Just a nigga.
But the end result of that, I'm going to read down one more verse. This is verse 15. This is the end result. They think they're going to get away with it, but they're not. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. And that's what they're going to go down to, man. They're going to be living in the pit, in the kingdom, doing subject to servitude. And they ultimately going to get extinct off the planet Earth. For the wickedness that they polluted on the earth.
God, according to Obadiah, they can be done away with. Because why? Yahweh hates them. Read Romans 9 and 13. He hates Esau. We hate Esau too. He's the cancer of the earth. He's like a disease. He has to be rid out the way. And like Yahweh, he's like the antibody.
He does shit like that.
Yeah, he's not right. Which I'm about to get to that. I got a precept. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but the end shall speak and not lie. Though he tarries, wait for it, because it shall surely come, it will not tarry. So they show at the end. What's not tarrying? The MOTV coming in. That device. That's what's coming. That's not tarrying. Now we see it about to come into play. Like it's a reality now. And the more we move forward in prophecy, the more you're gonna see it is that's what that is. And they're gonna find out a very clever way and to entice you into taking that. They want you to bow down. They ain't gonna just like force it in you, like you hold it down, put it in. They're gonna put it where like you in a bad situation. You like, man, give it to me, man, so I can keep living. So that's the vision. It said at the end it should speak. That's why these other camps are shut up right now. The MOTV talking right now. Every time Elon Musk do a commercial or talk about where he at, on his device, they run commercials. They ran a commercial in China, the NFC. Every time they do that, hey, I don't want to hear what Nate got to say, IUSPK, like, and watch for Israel. Like, shut up, dude. What you talk about? Talk about it ain't that. It's a philosophy. This devil up here promoting a device. So it's talking right now. So now the real men of the Lord are now standing out.
And true prophet. Just to entertain that idea, let's say if it was a philosophy, how are you going to explain the other part where it says buy and sell? So are you going to go up to a store and say, hey, I believe in Christianity? Because that a lot of them say Christianity is the mark of the beast.
Right.
And they say, well, I believe in Christianity, so I can buy this product. Like, how is it going to work? If you want to believe that philosophy, how is it going to work? And see, that's why we say it's the MOTB, and RFIDCHIP. Okay?
You could finesse that.
Yeah.
That's easy. And like,
hey, somebody, what somebody could just say, sleep with a white woman, man. I slept with like 5 white women, you know what I'm saying?
And how is it a mark?
Right.
How can they be seen acquiring you?
Right.
We're gonna say, yeah, she at the house. Like, let me show you a selfie real quick.
Yeah.
See, that's me and her real quick. Yeah. On embargo.
Finally, for that, you're gonna die, man. See, that's why the Lord said it's time to wake out and sleep, man. You can't get thrown off by all these wicked camps. It's pushing all this madness whenever, hey, it's plain as day, blatant in your place with the MOTB is.
And that's Yahweh Shai, like, separating and showing himself. He's showing his real men. His real men not standing with 100% truth now. These other camps, they're going to be scrambling, doing damage control, like, well, you got they going to take, man, take that. You think if God cares?
And if you're part of the whole thing, you got to shake that off. Hey, you can't fall for that madness. This is Romans 13 and 11. It says, and then knowing the times, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. But now our salvation is nearer than we believe. Hey, our salvation is nearer than we believe. And if you want to trip up over that, when it's lazy in your face, hey man, you kind of deserve it. Read it down. It says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Hey man, the night is far spent. The day is at hand. There's a light shining now. We see the truth. Hey, it ain't dark no more. Where you, hey, Esau is running around you like in a circle. And you can't keep up. Hey, we see what's going on now. Reading on, it says, "The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light." Hey, we gotta put on that armor of light, knowing this truth, man. Because hey, that's them camps trying to rock you to sleep, put you back in that darkness, man.
And what about 1C3? Guess what? Esau own them camps. So that's Esau trying to trick you up and deceive you. He's gonna give you what you want. Oh, you want a camp? You know, you want to hear that Hebrew Israelite talk? I got some folks. All he do is go find that cool Sambo nigga, give him a bag, which our pastor Evans already told us, man. Like IUIC, that dude he set up. He took the check. He took the bag.
Find a nigga that's a little charismatic, and they can, get a crowd to follow him, and then make up some madness and give him a bag and put some flash and stuff. Hey, so you got a recipe for a nigga pie right there.
And what you say? The deceiver deceived are his. You know, that's a snare and a trap. You know what I'm saying? So now your spirit, like I said right there, you gotta wake out of sleep, man. Your spirit gotta be beaming high. Your discernment gotta be on high. Your faith gotta be on high. You really gotta be investigating, doing your study, man. To see who's the real man and who's not. Like your antennas need to be up right now. You need to be questioning, studying everything. You know, they need to be your like everyday thing, like comparing and contrasting things. There was time to get up on that. You can't just be like some damn zombie and just want, eat up or a pet or whatever somebody put down your throat, man. Because like it said, scripture say, Esau like a roaring lion right now. And he's like a cunning hunter. He said traps and snares. He look like, who gonna fall for that? I'm gonna set up this camp. They're gonna spit that Hebrew Israelite stuff they like. And really, they work for me. And I'm gonna have them tell them to go get my device. That's a cool, quick 5 million Israelites I'm gonna get just like that. Easy. You know, that's why the devil think he's slick and smart. That's why he's compared to a serpent. You know, because didn't say the serpent is like one of the wisest creatures on the planet Earth. So the devil, he's like a snake, man. He's cunning, he sit back, and he just think of ways to just trip people up. And these false camps, that to me is because I'm seeing Jake right now. I'm seeing Jake seriously trying to get the truth, but they ain't got the spirit, man. They caught up in IUIC. Because IUIC saved you coming out the Plantation Christian Church. Like, IUIC is the perfect thing to fall into because they're the same thing. IUIC ain't nothing but Plantation Christianity with a Hebrew Israelite twist. You know, they still say Jesus. You know, they still be all in temple stuff, do parties, fashion shows. Like, it's just like the church. You know, they really ain't sincere what they say. They say keep the law, but they ain't keeping the law. They all lined up. So you can act like you holy, but you really ain't got to be holy. You ain't got to spit the 100% truth. You come in a big old group, march, chant, look, that is very world friendly, So to make it is very woman led, it's woman friendly. So Jake, like a lot of Jakes trying to get the truth, they done stumbled right into IUIC, and it look like that's where they're gonna stay at because they're comfortable. You can't be comfortable here, man. You got to look at the BS. And I noticed another thing too. Jake is scared. Jake is scared to get into the truth. They see the diabolical plan of Esau, and they like, oh, I need comfort. IUIC sound good. I don't like that GMS. They kind of rough around the edges. They say Jake is trouble. That's scary. I don't like that. Now what they talk about ain't so bad. Plus, I'm going to go to this concert he's throwing, watch a comedy show, and give me a wife and drink and feel good May 1st. Yeah, smooth things. They come with that smooth things. He don't come with the truth like, hey man, this devil about to, all hell about to break through. We tell you that. Like we tell you to turn the Lord. That's what's coming. So we're girding you up with truth. That way, like we getting you ready for the war. That way, so when it hit, you ain't, I didn't know. And you ain't, all messed up like that. Like we getting you ready, so when it hit, you like, I know it, but you're gonna be like a soldier, like I knew it was gonna hit. And you gonna click in, like I'm gonna do this, be quiet, I ain't running to Esau military. Hey, them IUIC dudes gonna get the crime, man. They told them at first, but no Jacob's trouble. So they in the spirit of birth, man. They think everything gonna be all peaches and cream. So when it hit, I guarantee them that all them dudes gonna take whatever Esau's crowd. They were like, just make it go away. I do whatever, man. I'm sorry, man. I just do it. Plus, My teacher said it ain't that. So I can get that, as long as I don't believe in, Christianity, I'm good. They all, got the device in their body. They all there, like probably a little light blinking. You see the little grain of rice in their skin.
That's gonna be a horrible judgment because we have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. And then, you're an Israelite, and then you still took the mark of the beast. Hey, you're gonna get hit with all the plagues, man. Just like the scripture says, you're gonna get beat with many stripes because you knew. You just didn't follow along with it. I got a quick precept.
Did you have a precept? Yeah. Go ahead.
I just quoted it anyway. This is Romans 10 and 2. It says, for I bear them witness that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. And that's a lot of these IUIC, ISUPK, and all of they know that Israelites, they don't have a spirit, they don't have the Holy Spirit. And I got another one just jumping down. This is Romans 12 and 11. It says, do not be slothful in the zeal. And that's what they are. They slothful in zeal, man. They got zeal, but they don't got it. And it says, but be fervent in the spirit and serve the Lord. And they ain't doing that wholeheartedly, man. Because they only got a little piece of the truth. They only got a little piece of it. And that's just that zeal. But they slothful in it.
I like that. Lazy. That's what it is. That's the reason why. That's why. So when the scripture, when the put on their whole armor, that whole armor goes into studying to show thyself approved, okay? And it also goes into, I believe you quoted 1 Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant, okay? But when you're being sober, you have to be level-headed, okay? You have to look at it, and then you have to be watching. Basically, being vigilant means watching the devil, okay? And so when you put on the whole armor of truth, this is one of the scriptures right here. As a matter of fact, when you read 1 John 4 and 1 in the blue letter Bible, it literally says at the top, discerning false prophets. It literally says that. Okay, so I'm gonna read it in King James version, and I'm gonna read it in NLT version as well. Okay, so it says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit, whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are going out into the world. Okay, now when you look up that word try, in the Greek word, it's dokimazo, and that means to scrutinize, examine. Okay, now the NLT version break it all down. Okay, it says, dear friends, do not believe everyone who claims to speak the spirit. You must test them to see if the spirit they have come from Yahweh. For there are many false prophets are going out into the world. Okay, so then to totally break that whole down, the argument brought out being slothful in spirit. Okay, you can't use discernment if you're a slothful individual, and this is why a lot of people are gonna get destroyed because they too lazy or they have a respect of person just to not scrutinize and keep these laws or keep these advices that the Heavenly Father told us to do. Okay, so you must have that discernment in order for you to pick out who is who, and this is why we follow GMS. You got it up.
All right, I like that, man. I know about that. 1 Peter 5 and 8, you say that all the time.
Yeah.
Be sober, be vigilant. Vigilant, man, you got to be on guard. Like I put that in one precept, Bourbon, man, you got to be on top. Like you got to be like, man, what they doing? What they doing over here? You know what I'm saying? I be looking at like these women, like these Keishas and stuff, and these ratchets. Like you investigate your man's phone and what this chick over here doing, but when it comes to the truth, you don't want to know nothing about that. You can tell everything about somebody's Facebook. You know what this person got going. These niggas too. They nosy too. I ain't gonna leave them out. They the same way. This nigga got rims. And he messing with this chick over here. Like Jake put their energy to the wrong thing.
You can tell the whole backstory on Love and Hip Hop. Who's messing with you? Who's doing that? But you don't know nothing about this truth in the scriptures.
God. And then like this goes into your salvation. This is where you should be putting your energy at. This really should be where your conversation is at, man. I talked to a lot of Jake. Jake can tell you about the NBA, who need to sign this and what's going on that, and what I'm gonna do over here and get a business. Like when I'm at the job, I just look at the Jake's conversation like, man, here we are, all hell about to break loose. This devil about to run out his MOTV, and Jake is totally oblivious to that. Totally oblivious.
I got a quick testimony about that because I had a Jake and I told him I was like, because back when we was in the world, we tell you what our favorite team was. And he asked me what my favorite football team was. I was like, the Eagles.
And he was like, and then he started testing me. He was like, who the quarterback right now? Like, okay, man, but I ain't been, to be honest with you, I ain't been paying attention to it, but, you know, I was just like I'm more into this word than anything, but, I really don't know. I ain't been paying attention to it. But that's how you know that Jake is more into it. They investigate, they tell you, they know all the stats, okay? But if they were to put that same energy, then they would know who your enemies are. They know who your enemy, the number one enemy. They know who the enemies that join in with these devils. They know that. All they have to do, and it don't take that long to figure that out.
He got 2 years left on his contract, and he's estimated to get $36.7 million. I'm like, hey, man, hey, but you don't know who your enemy is, and hey, what the market of the beast is, or hey, none of that stuff. What's going on out here in this world? Right. Nothing's gonna pertain to your salvation, but you know all this carnal shit.
Hey, but Jake, look at that crazy because I say my favorite football team is, and I don't know who the quarterback is. Yeah, they look like you stupid. Yeah.
Right. But this fool don't know what's going on in the world, why they switching monetary system, why the economy is crashing, why inflation is going up, why we still got racism,
why the food's so high.
Inflation. They don't know nothing about it. They can tell you why that's happening, why the gas is fluctuating up and down. You know, why is Ukraine and Russia going to war right now? They can't tell you none of that. They tell you some old stupid figures that they don't matter, man. You know, especially like when you talk to these women, man. Women love to talk about nothing majority of the time. That's why I see what Young Child said men up to do this thing. Because they're too into their feelings and stuff that like you need looking like, and you can't get to the bottom of that with women either. Like everything is about their feelings, and it'll mess the whole conversation up. Like you'll never get to. You can't have a council with women. You have a council with women, you ain't gonna get nothing done. Nothing. I don't like the way you said that and how I felt about this, and like you go to tangent and be way off still. Like you can't go to man. Imagine going to war with a group of women.
And that's the main reason why Esau went to the, because what you mentioned that circuit. That's why he went to Eve, because they more in tune to their emotions, and they're more easy to separate from the flock.
Yeah, and they don't even like talk about important things. Like I used to think about like my mother and my grandmother, my aunt. It used to be torture to me that to listen to talk. I'm like, y'all sitting here for hours talking about nothing. Can I go outside or something like that? Dang, you something like entertaining or pertaining to something useful. They'll talk like 6 hours about some bedroom drapes, some damn sheets, man. Like what the, you know? And I'm like, man, this never heard conquering continents, man. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why like I see why Esau like single mother household. Because then Jack is not gonna get anything impactful to be, to upset his power system. Because he done sat here and listen to females talk about absolutely nothing his whole life. So if it ain't on his spirit to seek out wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he's not gonna get it. And then he's gonna take on their characteristics. You're gonna have a whole man that's in his feelings, all about I felt like this, and he's gonna be worried about trying to match his days up with his outfit. That's gonna be like his biggest concern in life. Making sure he look good so he can get some hood rat. That's why Esau don't want men. This wise counsel, this right here, what you see in this church, it upsets this devil, man. It's like when we get together, we talk about, important things. We are watchmen. We watching Esau. We know who our enemies are. We watch every move we make. We talking about important things. We building a nation. We talking about things that matter. What is Esau doing? What's his next step? Where are we at in prophecy? What do we need to do to get back on track? We examine our own selves. Am I keeping the law and commandments to the best of my ability? Am I being diligent enough? Am I really feeding the sheep good? Like we worry about things of that nature. We trying to build a nation. And the first thing of building a nation is like, first you got to build them up with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. First, you need to know who you are, where you came from. You need, like I said earlier, you need to know who your enemies are. You need to know what they done did to us. Then you need to understand your power. Then you need to understand where you're going. You understand what they about to do. This devil, we telling like right now, we telling this devil about to put a device in your body. He's looking to take away your monetary system, your job. your car, your way of life. They call it a global reset. The World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, they said we over investigating serious things. We talking about the serious things. We looking at what the elites is doing, elite bankers, you know, and we letting you know, like, don't do this move right here. It's a trick. He's trying to make it where you're not acceptable to Yahweh Hashem. The devil trying to devour you. He's trying to trick you. And see, they don't like that. When you talk like that and say if Jake is sincerely listening to us, when the devil run his game plan, they gonna be like, I knew you was gonna do this. I heard you was gonna do this. And hey, the 52 fake ain't gonna work. He gonna fight. That's another reason, man. We raising men over here. We telling men how to be men. Because who makes a man? Yahweh Shah makes you a man. So now we telling you, man, fuck Michael Jordan. Look at King David. Be like him. You know? Yeah, King Solomon was Yahweh Shah. Be like him.
King Solomon said, all of this stuff is vanity. Vanity. All of this stuff that we just talk about that Jake be putting their energy into is vanity. Ain't nothing at this point. Okay? But if you looking into the kingdom, you know, what is it that set your affection on things above, that's looking towards the kingdom.
That's where we at.
I got a quick one. This is a couple comments off the comment board. This is Jeremiah Gabar. It says, wisdom, Proverbs 4:7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all things get understanding. It's another one from the brother. The Proverbs 4:13. It says, take fast and hold of instructions. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is life.
Woo. So that's what is going on in this Wise Council, man. Wisdom. And not just any wisdom. This is wisdom of Yahweh Bashar Shah, the highest wisdom on the face of the planet Earth. It don't get no higher than this, man. That's what we kicking out to the nation now. Because when you get laced up with this wisdom, oh, man, Esau can't do nothing with you no more. Now you a major issue in his system, you know, because now you know who he is, you know what he about, and you know what he's going to do before he do it. And I notice what it does is strip that devil naked. They don't like that. They do not like that. Now, I notice when I'm at work, I'm looking at Esau, it's like a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual thing. He's like, he knows that I know who he is. Like, he feel a certain way with just the look I give him. Like, it's like he knows I know who he is. I'm not like a Jake that's in the dark or looking to him like he's God or something, or to make a way. I'm looking at Esau like, what you want, the funky ass devil? What you got to say now? I know you're going to come with a lie. What you going to come with? And I notice Esau don't like when you look at him like that. I'm talking about Edomites is like 6'5", 230 pounds. You know, we at work and I look at them, man, they pump up like a little kid. And they treat me like, you know, like it's a lion walking through. Like, man, this dude right here, he's something else. I don't know what to do with him. And they're trying to figure out what it is. And what it is what I appreciate is wisdom. That knowledge and understanding of how much what's going on is now being bestowed. That's when Yahweh said I would support my spirit out on man. Man, it's being poured out right now. That's happening. That prophecy is running live right now. We're getting the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and it's transforming us. Now we stand on our feet. Now we like, it's like we back from the dead. You know, we living now. Now we like, oh, man, I know who you is. I know what you done did. And now it's like we waiting on Yahweh Shah. We waiting on the wedding. So with that, we're looking to offset this devil when he comes with a diabolical plan. Like, first, we already know what it is. We know it's coming down the pipeline. So it's like we sitting down, we waiting. It's like a person coming to rob you. And you sitting at the door with your shotgun. They open the door like, oh, what? You knew I was coming? You know, like that thief in the night. You know, he gonna come in the house. You gonna put the light on like, yeah, I knew you was coming in here. You know, and you already got the gun on him. You know, the devil don't like that, man. He's looking to come like he wants you to be docile and weak and defenseless, and he wants you to be like dumb and don't know nothing. That way he can like, you know, put his arm around you, act friendly, and go ahead and trick you, man. By what? By wine, philosophy. He want to do you like he did Eve. That's what Esau want to do. Now he's mad because Jake now is coming into our full manhood. Like Adam. Adam knew. You know? How did he know? Because Yahweh talked to him. So now Yahweh is talking to us, man. And now we being made men again if we know. So now we looking at this devil and then like, we ain't gonna do like Adam did. If Eve wanna, you know, follow out the Esau and do all that, we like, man, help her go. You know, we'll get another wife. The women that come in the kingdom. So if you want to get that device, help them buy it. So we not gonna like. That's why you could say things were written for our learning. You know, so we see where Adam messed up at. You know, so we not gonna make that move. We ain't gonna be like King Solomon, man. We gonna tell that chick like, bye. You want to do that? You want to take the advice? You want to bug out? Bye bye. Go ahead.
Worship that on the devil cool. I mean, we worship that how about our shot.
Yeah, so we not in that Queen of Heaven spirit, man. We not worshiping women over here, man. Because we've been versed on how women are, you know? And like the woman is the weaker vessel. Most likely she's gonna go for this scenario. She's gonna fall for it. You know? So as a man, you gotta be prepared to let that woman go. You know? Based on what we got coming. Because we know what's coming out the pipeline.
That's exactly why Yahweh Shah said, he that seeks to save his life shall lose. So if you're seeking to save your life with your lifestyle, you're seeking to save your wife and everything else, then you're going to lose it. But he that loses his life for my sake shall gain his life. Lose the paraphrase. Okay, so we're willing to give up our lifestyle for Yahweh Shah. And that's the spirit you got to come in.
And for the women that sincerely seek Yahweh Shah, when you hear these words, you're going to have to get strong. You got to build your faith up. If you want to get salvation, you know, for the women that do want to make it, because right now you're getting laced up with what's coming. So with this, you need to build your faith up, which goes into your courage. If you want to make it, to resist this devil. Because there are going to be women that do be saved. So now we at the point where, you know, you got to decide what you're going to do before it come out. Run the scenario through your head, you know. I already know your people going to, you know, turn against you. They're going to take it. So this is like to build us up and numb us to the world right now. We're here to build up now and forsake it. Because we know this devil's about to put us in a new system. And we already know we're not going to fly. So you got to go ahead and start forsaking that stuff. Like I said, what's that, Revelation? I want to say chapter 18. You know, don't quote me. I might go get it. It said, forsake her, you know, but she about to be destroyed. It's 18 and 4, huh?
Come out of her, my people.
Yep. There you go right there, man. Come out of her, my people, forsake her. That's talking about get rid of these American dreams. Quit thinking about living in Babylon the Great, man. Now we need to start getting kingdom-minded. We need to look past this place and look forward to what we got coming. And that'll keep your strength built up to where you can, you know, you can take what's to come. You won't faint. You won't be, oh my God, you ain't doing this and that. I gotta get it. I heard Jake say that already. You know, I gotta be my family say, well, they do it, I gotta get it. You know, so they already made their decision. They're gonna take whatever the devil prescribes. Us, you know, I'm not taking that, man. So I gotta build up now, man. Run the scenarios where Esau gonna do what he gonna say. So when it comes, it's not like a surprise to me. Like I've already been building up for it. It's like a fight. This is training. Listen to these wild words. That's training, man. That's like sparring. Like you already, you know, getting your right and left going, you know. So when the fight comes, man, you already know how to throw your moves out there. Like this is nothing new to me. I've been training for this fight. You can put your mouthpiece in. Soon you see Esau in his military. Your spiritual mouth, you're gonna put the mouthpiece in, like, here we go. You know? I knew you was coming, devil, let's get with it, you know? And you're gonna be able to stand to the wiles of that devil. I'm gonna pull out this right here. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him. But the just shall live by faith. That's back to what I said right there, man. The just gonna live by faith. Esau's soul is uplifted. Esau got everything. He got all the resources in the world. He got control of all the people. So his soul ain't right, man. Esau like, shit, I'm God. You know? What somebody gonna do to me? Who gonna tell me what to do? I do whatever I want to do. I'm God. You know? Like what's that they ever said, Klaus Schwab? He said God is fake news.
Yeah.
You know, they never said that. He never full of pride, man. So they thumbing their nose at Yahweh Shah. That's why he about to rock this place. He's gonna show the devil who really running. You know, and Lord willing, we the men, and we get that spiritual power. I want to be in on that. I want to kick Esau in the butt, man. I want to put hands on Esau. You know, that's why we are doing the work. I want to be a part of that because Esau deserves it. And they're like, that pisses me out hearing that devil say that. That's offensive to me. You know, talking about my power fake news. What? Devil, that's like, boy, hey, look at that power, hey. You know, we're gonna come up in there and bust him up in his mouth, man, and torture that devil. You know? Because his soul is not right, man. Esau not right, man. Plus, I think about all the crime All the affliction they done did to my people, man, I still carry that with me. I ain't forgot. We ain't forgot about that. That's why it's gonna be a good thing to see the downfall of Esau, man. That's gonna be a very, very great thing. You know, to see the devil fall down. Like, we ain't in that Sambo cool spirit. We ain't gonna give the devil a helping hand. We're gonna give him a helping right hook and knock his teeth down on the floor. You know, tell him to pick him up. And he's trying to pick him up, kick him in his butt, you know. I ain't gonna go too far with it, but hey, we gonna do bad to this devil. You know, we're gonna feel good about it. Look, I want to read 5 too, because this is how this devil do. This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yet also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires hell, and is as dead. How did that do for that? It cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people. So that's what MOTB is about. He's trying to gather all the nations, all the people, one world. He's trying to own everything. You know, he already got it. But like Scripture said right there, he's not satisfied with that. That's not good enough. No, I want to know where you're going, what to buy. Like, you probably have people living in cubicles or camps, you know, because what the devil said, you own nothing to be happy. See, he doesn't want you to have nothing. They don't want you to have nothing, man. They want you living like a little ant or a beast in the field. You report here, you report there. They probably going to dictate, like, either you can have children or not. You know, they might spade and neuter you. They probably do that with the device. Flood the system with some hormones, and you can't produce no more.
Oh,
you know?
Make it even worse. Like
they did it with the what's the name? Now think about it. During the pandemic. Yeah. I heard a lot of women are sterile now.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
so this devil already doing that. But go ahead,
some of the women out there, some of the women got the miscarriage too.
Yeah, see what I'm talking about? See, that's that devil, man. Yeah, and he transgressed by what? Wine. What they going to philosophy. He wants you to be drunk with it. He wants what they call it, pseudoscience. Let the devil, he's so messed up. He's trying to tell you that boo-boo is clean. And boo-boo is an antibacterial. The study says you need to eat it, you know.
And there's an article that's talking about we need to consider blood.
Yeah, they promoted that. They're trying to run that out. You know? They said they're gonna get so foul, they'll tell you the experts said that boo-boo has 18% protein. And it's really an antibacterial, and it's really good for you. And the whole time, everybody knows it's waste. Even the child knows it's no good. But the devil gonna say, I got my degrees. I'm a public official, and I say it. And then they're gonna run a scenario, and then also you go hear Jake saying, well, you know, boo-boo is good.
That's on the back. That's on the back. Ecclesiastes 12, and I'm gonna start at 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like an iron rusted, so of his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if he wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest then he have overthrown thee. It says, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember these words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is beaten with the serpent, or any such come nigh wild beasts?
And that right there, you can go down the whole basically how this devil is gonna act for you. He can broke that whole thing down. So what he said right there, who will pick the charmer that's bitten by a snake? So after everything that we just read, you still trust the devil, we ain't gonna have no pity for you. Okay? There ain't gonna be no pity for you. Because you been warned and we told you what the devil's gonna do, and you still went to trust him. So it ain't our fault. Your blood ain't on our hand after that.
It said, though he humbled himself and go crouch and take good heed and beware him. So like once you go humble and go crouch and talking them good words, well, my scientist said this and it's coming to help you in this. It said beware him, because he's telling a lie. He's trying to do anything to overthrow you. That's why it says sit him not at thy right hand, at least he's gonna try to seek to take thy seat. So he looking to stand over you and take you out of the picture so he can rule over. But it's not gonna happen.
That could be him talking about, we're gonna pay our reparations. And you so nice and good, we're gonna give it to y'all first.
That's why the scripture said, hey, a gift destroyeth the heart. Hey, we don't want his reparations, man. His reparations, hey, is gonna come with the shedding of his blood. The scripture says.
This scripture right here, the King David had him broken down to a T right here. So this is Psalm 55 and 21. It says the word of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His word was softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. Okay, so that's exactly what he said. What he broke down right there. He's gonna come into you sweet. He gonna, hey man, it's a good idea right here, man. Hey, you should go ahead and do this. You know. Hey, I got a cool. Hey, this is the best deal you ever had.
So this MOTB, you can eat, man. Like, I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't eat without this, and you can get into the special building like that too. Spike your hand. You got you some sanctuary.
I'll give you 10,000 credits. You know, and just because my people need your picture so bad, we give you 20,000 credits, man. Just take it, and that's all nice, y'all.
Yeah, I even upgrade your chip, man. You'll have some good stuff on here. You'll know how to do all kind of things.
Think about 2 parachutes and each strap. And I got another quick precept about the common boy, man. Shalom, yeah, Margaret Barr. Because that could go real good with that. Who shall pity a charmer that's bitten with a snake? So this is Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 18. And it says the simple inherit folly. Okay, so if you put trust in the devil, that's what you're gonna inherit. Okay, and it says, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. All right, and see that's the point right there, man. We're crowned with the knowledge. We understand what the devil's gonna be doing. Okay, but if you still hear what we say, telling you trust in the devil, that's gonna be your inheritance, and that's gonna lead you to your destruction right there. You got it up. Yeah. See, man, like you say, it's all coming down the pipe, man. It's gonna be that temptation. The devil, we all about to be tried right now. All of us about to be tried. And like he gonna dangle something real big in front of your face. Basically your life of Babylon the Great. It's gonna get dangled, right in front of your face. Yep. And he gonna like, especially if they got children, you know, families, he be like, man, you wanna take care of your people, man. Hey, all you gotta do is a simple procedure and everything will go back to normal. Hey, the device, like I said, they gonna run like that scenario. You want to go back to normal? Get the device in your body. If not, you're not going back to normal. Matter of fact, hey, we don't throw you in a FEMA camp if you don't want to apply. You know? Then when I say, man, you're gonna be a bad father, you're gonna lose your wife. You know, don't do that, man. Be father of the year. Just take this. Look, this camp said it's not that. You know, so they say he gonna speak that. He gonna whisper your ears the good thing. What the devil about to do? And so that's why it's good to know who the devil is. Then you're gonna know what he's doing. You're gonna look at him like this devil over here trying to finesse me, man. You know, and like I know what that calls that penalty if I take that. You trying to make it where I'm defiled. I ain't good to my power no more. So we're gonna tell that devil take that device and shove it up, shove up your little pee hole, I ain't doing that. And they're gonna try to be rough with us. And what the scripture say? Touch my prophets, do my prophets no harm, do the firm praise, and then we gonna look for the miracle. Then we gonna see, is Yahweh really dealing with us or not? There's only one way to find out. Gotta get tossed in the fire. Gotta be dead like 3 holy children. Okay? Like right now, we speculate that we depend on the Lord. If Yahweh is really dealing with us. It looks like that, but we're not really gonna find out when Esau decides to, handle us roughly. Then that's that big shiny moment. And like, I'm ready to find out. I want to know. So that's why I'm looking at Esau like, come on with it. We gonna see. You gonna see, and I'm gonna see. But that moment has to happen. And I gotta believe that Yahweh is gonna react on my behalf. I can't get to that moment, get scared, and be crying and renouncing. Like I just broke.
That's why the Lord said to pray his prayer every day. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hey, you gotta constantly pray that, man, and hope in that. And then, hey, Lord willing, you would be that.
They coming. They don't come with us rough. We've been out. We've been doing it for like 2 years now, so they gonna come rough. I agree. I don't know. It's neither here nor there, but that's just to tell you, and like, man, this is why we're doing this work. So we hope, we hope that how about me out there gonna deliver us out of it.
Yeah, but the point I was making, I'm saying like how long we've been doing it, it's like we know the devil gonna come at us rough. Like we've been on the front line talking about this devil.
Casting him down in his own kingdom.
God. So ain't gonna be no, they gonna come. They know our stance, man. Ain't gonna be no finesse. They know they're going to bring some truth, bring all of that, and we don't give a damn. We all like we girded up. So that spirit you all brothers and sisters need to be in. Like, bring it on, devil. I got y'all, but y'all got my back. That's who gonna protect me. It's gonna come down to that. That's the mindset you gotta have. That the devil's gonna come to you rough. And then you gotta like build yourself up on like how you gonna carry yourself through that. And I feel like that builds up your faith and your courage. Because if you in this thing and you trying to like say for the people that's like trying to like watch it, and trying to like be on the sideline, on the cover back, not really trying to be out there like that, like I feel like you not built up enough to deal with it. You already kind of scared.
Matter of fact, that's elaborate even further on that point. Why you just over there sitting on the sideline, you wasting time doing that. You could be easily building yourself up with the truth right here. Wasting time when you sitting on the sideline and be like, okay, he got a point, but I'm not sure.
That's being lukewarm. Yeah. The Lord is going to spin you out.
Yeah. God. That's the point I'm trying to make. I get it on the head. You being lukewarm. And like, you're not going to make it being like that. That's like straddling the fence. And Yahushua ain't looking for nobody like that. He looking for, like we read earlier, those that's fervent in the spirit, those that's vigilant in the spirit. Like those that, like I said, he's gonna say we're gonna be bold as a lion in the face of our enemies. And like to do that, you gotta build up. We need to come out the gate like I wouldn't eat all wood. We've been building ourselves up in this truth. We reading the scriptures, confident ourselves, and like we talk about it a lot. We run the scenarios. Like all of that is a building up. That's why I go to education, go to build up.
Why the scriptures say, look to the people of old to see his done. So we gotta look. The scriptures lays it out. All the men that stood fervently, that stood stiffly for the Lord. Hey, just like what was that? Alyssa and Elijah, he was like, hey, it'd be more to be with us than to be with him. Hey, you gotta have that type of mindset. Because hey, we got chariots to fight for us. We got angels, man. We got your house shot.
But like I told Jacob, my job, I was like, cause he's still a bunch of Christianity. He ain't got no faith. He's scared. He's like, how can you do all this, man? I'm scared. I was like, was King David scared when he went against Goliath? He's like, no. So I'm like, that spirit we gotta be in. You can't be scared. And I know the planet of Christianity makes you scary. Because it doesn't build you up on what's to come. You don't know what's to come. They got you wrapped in this love everybody, everything gonna go smooth and easy spirit, and it's like you're not built up. And then it makes you, when the truth hits you, now you scared. Because you didn't think it was that bad. Go ahead, I can
yeah, I was just gonna say this is another reason why Proverbs the 3 and 5, we read that a lot too, when it says trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not onto thy own understanding. Okay, he said in all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct our path. And it actually remind me of, I believe Tay, you did a lesson where you do those Israelite review on a movie review. Because it said, in all our ways acknowledge Yahweh Yahushua. But we always say Yahweh Yahushua in everything you do. So even entertainment, okay, even when you go into entertainment, you need to be thinking of the Lord Yahweh Yahushua. Okay? And that's one thing that I wanted to bring out as well too. Okay.
Yeah, it's the spiritual eye, the spiritual lenses. Yeah. Looking, that's like we stand in the spirit. When you're looking at everything spiritually, looking, because Yahweh is in everything. Like I say, it works spirits in all things. So he's like I said, he saw, his this entertainment or this your day-to-day life. Like what I've been going through, like at the job, everything I do now, I look through spiritual lenses. Everything's spiritual. And I love to have upright conversations. That's why I love these brothers that's here with me now. Because I can talk to them like that. You can't really talk to worldly people like that. But everything is spiritual. Like I told that one scary little I don't know if you're Hammer or Jake, but at my job. Because he knows plantation Christianity. And we was talking about what's going on. So I just talked to him from a carnal aspect where he can get it. And he's talking about how scared he is. And I'm looking like, how you gonna call yourself a Christian? You're supposed to be of the Lord, but yet you're scared. And so I hit him with, it was King David scared, man. And he said no. So I said, that's the spirit we need to be in. Because I told him read Acts 15 and 16. Our salvation is the house of David, the tabernacle of David. So therefore, we need to have characteristics like King David. And what's the number characteristics King David had? Faith, man. King David was not scared of nothing, man. He was always believing in Yahweh Shah. He always linked on the Lord. Even when he did bad, he prayed to the Lord. So that's when King David seen Goliath, man, he's like, this so uncircumcised heathen. I'm about to put a stone, and that's how we got to be when Esau come to the military, man. That's a giant. Esau is a giant, man. His military, that's a giant. That's scary, you know? A tank roll down in your neighborhood, but we can't be in that thing. Oh my God. Now you gotta be like King David, you gotta roll out the house like, man. Hey, like I said, saying the Lord prayer in your head, roll it down like a lion, like, hey man, you better move it down the block, y'all. I'm trying to do something to you. They were like, what? Cock the guns. And then, hey, wait for the miracle. You might get your spiritual powers. A chariot might come out of nowhere, light the military up. You know, like I say, man, King David was a mighty man in the faith, man. King David he had spiritual power, man. King David was a small Jake, but was taking out tens of thousands of men. That was not no normal stuff, man. King David had that spiritual power. I'm looking at what was the key to King David's, like, how was he able to do that? And when I read Psalms, King David's faith was like through the roof, man. He always believed in the Lord. So I'm like, okay, if King David was like that, I need to be like that. You know, especially like the house of David, our salvation is based on King David. Like, come on, man, that's a good forerunner to tell your life like.
I'm going to elaborate on that part too, because when you said that Jacob was there, he's basically doing the very thing that the Lord said not to do. But I just quoted Proverbs 3 and 5. He said, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not on thy own understanding. If you're scared, you're leaning on your own understanding. That's point blank period. Okay, he said, all thy ways acknowledge. Okay, acknowledge how about y'all trying everything, no matter what.
Yeah, that's he didn't give us a spirit of fear.
Yeah, all right, that too. Yep. And see, that fear, man, that leads to a lack of faith. And that faith is not there because you haven't been built up and on what's to come. You didn't build yourself up. You've been really that fear coming in because you've been lied to. You was in a piece of safety spirit. You know, and then when your safety got compromised, because it was all a lie, now your whole system to fall back in fear and be scared for your life and beg for mercy from Esau the devil. You know, that's what you're going to fall back to. Versus had you been girded up in the truth, 100% truth, and your faith been built up, you'll know what's coming down the pipeline. And then like your faith to be built up to when you have courage and you have a shot protecting. So you're not gonna like it's gonna say the ones of us that's like really got that genuine faith and it's gonna be booming, it's gonna scare that devil. Because Esau is looking to roll down on scary Jakes. You know, so when they roll down on you, they got guns pointing at you, and you over there in the calm state, it's like, what the hell? Why this Jake ain't scared? You don't see I got this AR-15 at your head? And then they gonna get scared. They're like, what the hell is it? Do he got a military over here with some drones up in the sky or something? Like, why is he not scared? I done ran up in 100 Jake's houses. They all crying, you know, begging for their life. And I just beat him down easy. But I run up in his house and he up here looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's not scared. And it's gonna scare that devil. He's like, this ain't normal. This Jake is different, man.
Mortals and you guns.
God. God. You know, you gonna be walking the next stand. And look, you might get spiritual power to do some back to your shit. You know, shoot a bullet and them motherfuckers just stop. You know, then fire back in their ass. Then, hey, it's a wrap then.
Crumble up his gun like a paper ball or something.
God. Then it's a wrap. And then look, that's another reason why certain men gonna get it, certain men not. To get that type of ability, you gotta know what to do with it. Yabashah is not gonna just give that ability to anybody. You gotta be given that to know what to do with it. That's to establish a kingdom. You gotta know the rules. You gotta be a righteous judge in order to get that type of ability. Because like he can't just have you run out her road just knocking everybody off. You gotta have some type of sense of judgment. Because he's gonna give them abilities right there to preserve the other hope you let. You know, and to preserve them. Because your job might be to go into camp and get the other hope elect out of there. Like who was that was like the Princess Del Peter? Or like you might get tasked like Habakkuk. Like you might be tasked to go deliver some other hopefully elect dates. That's the reason you given that ability. Not to run out here and do any little thing you want to do. No. Your job is to go get them. I got other hopeful elects over in the camp. I need you to go get them. And you're going to have the wisdom not to understand who is who. You can just bust out there and just holler out like, hey, who is God and what's the son's name? And the Jake don't know that name, man. They been built up in the truth. You know, just right there. That's like a holy password. You know, if they say Jesus, you like, you gonna do him like the Lord say. You gonna depart from me. I never knew you. Lord don't know you. Think I don't know no Jesus. You gonna light him up. You ain't part of the whole elect, homie. You said the wrong name. You know, so that's why we've been built up in this thing, man. Y'all was doing this thing perfectly, man. But I look at it, it's going down perfect. He's getting the people he want to get. He's letting us know what's about to go down. He's letting us know who the enemy is. And he's building us up to be righteous judges so we know what to do when it's game time. I said, when the MOTV roll out, that's game time. You know, because then the favorite word gonna hit. Because this is gonna be either you know it or you don't. You know? Because we ain't gonna be out here forever. This thing coming to a close. Like I said all the time, like the door's cracked. We're about to shut. You know? And people coming in, it's like you put your foot in the door, like, hold up, let me in. Hold up. I heard the name and sound right. Let me in. That's all you late people coming in. Y'all coming in, y'all put your foot in the door, which is a good thing. That's gonna save your life.
That's the spirit that they're gonna come in at the last minute right there. The same people that gonna come in at the last minute.
Y'all right that door, about to put their foot in the door. Hold up. Yeah, don't forget about me now. So hey, we at the last minute. The last brothers and sisters about to come in, and hey, when all hell break loose, they said door of mercy is closed. Now it's like I got my hope elect seal. You know, I got the ones I want, and the rest I'm about to just let them pay. You're gonna suffer my wrath. Whether you starve to death, whether Esau lock you up, and like your reward to make it past all of that, I'm gonna burn you up with a nuclear missile. You know, so you will not escape. How about you outside? Nobody can escape the Lord. Everybody will be judged, you know, based on your works. So with that being said, your works need to be good. You know, it's best to be in this truth, man. Either doing the work, better help a hand to the work, you know, listening, edifying yourself, getting all the wisdom and understanding you can get, like the precept I read early, man. I love that precept, man. So with all that getting, get understanding. You can't get enough of these living waters, man. Stay thirsty and drink up, because we at the end of this thing. And it ain't no cliche either. We are truly at the end. You can see all the moves. You can see the uproars of the people. You can see Esau flexing his MOTV. We at the end. So at the end, man, you better be in the house of David. You know, sitting down, hey, looking fat, full of the truth. You better be sitting there, big belly, full of the truth.
Right.
You know? Like I done ate so much up in this truth.
Be obese.
Yeah.
Be obese.
God. Like a sumo wrestler. Like ready to just roll Esau all over in the truth. You know? So man, I got more fruits up?
I got a few more. I got a couple more. I got this is Revelation 12 and 7. So the opposite man when people get scared, this is the reason why we come in great boldness, because we know that Esau Edom, his kingdom is getting ready to fall. So Revelation 12 and 7, and there was a war in heaven. Michael, his angel, fought against the dragon, and his dragon fought his angel, and prevailed not. Okay? And it said, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And it said, the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, was cast out into the earth, and his angels was cast out with him. Okay? And that scripture right there to give great comfort, to let you know that you shouldn't be scared of the devil. You shouldn't be scared of Esau, the so-called white man, because their kingdom is going to fall. So it brings great joy to understand that no matter what persecution they bring on you, know that their kingdom is ready to fall. Okay? And I got one more precept which I've been wanting to read, this Revelation 13 and 10. Okay, which is going back up that going down to verse 16, right? So this is 13 and 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay, so these devils was one to issue out that digital arm, they're leading into captivity by that digital arm. Okay, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience in the faith of the saint. Okay, and this is why we're patiently waiting. All right, that's why the octave message, bring it on, Esau, so we know who is who. Okay, we're patiently waiting because we know your kingdom's gonna fall regardless. All right, so all we waiting on is figuring out who's gonna have the spiritual power. Okay, what our Lord and Savior Yahweh shall look like, and so on and so forth. All right, that's it. That's all I want to say.
I think I'm gonna leave off this right here. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which come upon all the world to try that it dwelleth upon the earth. I'm in 11. Behold, I come quickly. Both thou fast with thy hands, that no man take thy crown. You hear that? So we're having this wisdom knowledge understanding. We already got the crown. So we got to do is make sure Esau don't take it from us, man. Because like I said right here, he said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And how does he keep us from the hour of temptation? Based on his wisdom knowledge understanding, us knowing what it is, knowing what the temptation it is. Because a lot of jakes, they heard it but didn't take it seriously. Therefore, they're gonna fall for, when Esau puts that thing in their face. They didn't was girded up, they didn't have a crown, or if they had it, they didn't hold fast to it, man. Esau, they could finesse them out of it. They wasn't rooted and grounded in that good soil. And he said, I'll come quick. And he said, keep the word of my patience. So that's why we patiently wait on y'all to do his thing. And we patiently wait on him to be took it down. We ain't trying to get out here and get it ourselves, put our faith in our weaponry. Let's go. What's that one group doing? New Jerusalem? The HOR? We ain't trying to build the kingdom up here. Like, no, man, we waiting on the Lord, man. That's not going to work. It's foolishness to me. This place going to get hit with nuclear missiles. But they ain't got to build New Jerusalem here. So we patiently waiting on the Lord. We're going to keep, the word of his patience, which is his word. And that's like I read it. That's how we're going to overcome this devil, man. Based on the wisdom and understanding, Yahweh Shah. And Lord willing, that manifests into spiritual power. That way we can push it out physically, the will of Yahweh Shah. We can enforce our will on this devil. Then we can make that devil get down or lay down, and establish the kingdom right here on earth where it will be established. That's nothing like people don't know. They think you got to die to get to the kingdom of heaven. They don't know the kingdom of heaven has been established here. That's another big finesse move of plantation Christianity, man. They got them all messed up. They're not looking for Yahushua's coming. Would you not knowing the kingdom gonna be established here? You're not looking for Yahushua to come back. You looking to try to make the best you can do here. And that puts you in a bad spirit. And that puts you in a spirit not ready, not prepared. No spirit. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get my money up, man. I ain't worried about you. Ain't even looking for the Lord. How you gonna be vigilant? How you gonna be a watcher? You ain't even watching. You too busy trying to get your bag together. The devil told that's the best you can do.
And that's another thing. This is why we don't put too much stock into making money. We worry about, just like I just mentioned that prayer, give us today our daily bread. That's all we need is our daily bread. That's all we need. We don't need nothing more. It's our daily bread. Now we try to get more than that. There's also scripture in the book of Proverbs where it says, the riches profit not and the dead wrath. And so in that day, when that day comes, all that money that you've been wasting your time on, it ain't gonna mean nothing in the end. Okay? So this is why we say seek ye the Lord while you may be found.
And look to the edifying. We'll give our praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakatah, Kwam Yasharala, Baba Bomb,
Kwam Yasharala, baby. Detail Baba Bomb. Shalom.
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 Water for all the comments.
Hey, shalom to all the Akim, Aqua from the comment board. Shalom. We almost out of here, y'all. Shalom.